Good morning, Mackie. For lunch today, we're having cheesy garlic bread, chicken tenders, deli sandwich. Yum.
For weather today, 66 for the high, 54 and raining. 54 for the low and raining. And for moon tonight is a waxing crescent.
New. It's a new moon. Visible 1%, age of 29.36 days. And for news today,
calling all artists and creative students. Houses have come to Mackie. Get your creative juices flowing and create a picture that we can use on the cover of this year's yearbook. All pictures must represent each house, have Mackie Elementary on it, have the years 2019 through 2020 on it, be drawn and colored, be on a 8.5 times 11 paper. All pictures are due to Mrs. Bottoms on November 8th. If you need paper, just ask your teacher or come see Miss Bottoms. The winner of the contest will have their picture as the cover of this year's yearbook. And the winner gets a free yearbook. We can't wait to see your pictures.
You better have your pictures. Okay, for other news today is beginning chess classes. Looking for a new hobby for you and your student? The game of chess exercises both sides of the brain, increases creativity and improves concentration. In this 5-week classes, you will learn how to move the chess pieces, defend, capture, and checkmate your opponent. Date. The date is Thursday, November the 7th, December the 12th. No classes on November the 28th. Time, 7 to 8 p.m. Location, MHS Library. Situation, 25 for ages 10 years old and up. And for other news, make some noise. Show your spirits by creating Noisemaker. The house with most noisemakers will be able to receive 20 house points. Anyone can participate, teachers and students. All noisemakers must be turned into the library by November the 22nd. These noisemakers are for you or your house members to use during assembly to show your house spirits. And here's some little creativity. Take examples and hopefully you can find the creativity in yours. Also, for Respeto, Coach Wood, Mr. Parra, and Mr. E need Respeto to step it up and earn more house points.
Yeah.
Respeto's losing.
Yeah.
And this is not okay. So we have to start being good and start getting more house points because Respeto's losing right now.
I'm not trying to force you on anything, but step it up right now.
Yes,
like
step it
right
up.
now. Make sure all teams step it up.
Yes, all teams. Actually, no, it's only Respeto because Coach Wood, Mr. Parra, and Mr. E really want you guys to step it up. We believe in you. But you have to try and do it for Respeto, okay? Okay, nice. Come up.
It's One Wednesday!
Why do volcanoes erupt? When molten rock...
Why do volcanoes erupt? When molten rock called magma rises to the surface? Magma is formed when the Earth's mantle melts. If magma is thick, gas bubbles cannot easily escape and pressure builds up gaps. The magma rises when the pressure is dangerous and destructive. That's how you know why the volcanoes erupt.
Bye.
Bye.
Dad, you're doing great.
Yes.
Bye.
I'm joking with that. Bye. Have a good day.
I thought we just said Respeto was doing bad.
I know.
Okay, we just saw that he's missing Gus really bad. Chapter 24 is Don't Go. When the arrival of warmer days and nights, Winslow was now kept in a pen attached to the garage. Louis's father had fashioned an overhang that extended from the garage roof, and he had enclosed part of the pen to give Winslow shelter from wind and rain and sun. Another solution would be found soon because there's not a yard in which you could easily keep a donkey. Not only was the yard too small, but it was also too close to the neighbors. Winslow was now practicing his brain, emitting croaking loud honks and eeyaws throughout the day. Neighbors begged for mercy. The donkey is a cute fella, I'll give you that, but the noise he makes gives me a migraine right here behind my eyes. I think he's practicing a warning, Louis said, when a stranger is around. You mean a stranger like the mailman? A delivery man? A cat? A squirrel? Sometimes he seems to be singing, one neighbor said. I've noticed that, Louis agreed. But it's awful singing. If that's singing, then he needs lessons. Most annoyed was Miss Tooley, who lived next door on the opposite side of Mac and his family. Miss Tooley had never been friendly, so it was not a surprise that she would complain. When Louis's mother had taken a pot of soup to her one day, Miss Tooley said, "No, thank you. I don't like neighbor stuff." There was never a sign of Mr. Tooley, and only rarely were there any visitors. In the fall, when Louis had offered to rake the leaves from her yard, she said, "Leaves, schmeaves, let them be." In the winter, when Louis had finished shoveling their own sidewalk, he carried on shoveling Miss Tooley's. She opened the door and said, "I'm not paying you." "That's okay, so stop it." Now Miss Tooley complained about Winslow. She would fling open the kitchen window and shout, "That donkey wakes up the baby. Make the noise stop." Mac's family did not complain, but Mac did mention that Winslow might prefer living with other animals. "What about your Uncle Pete's farm? Isn't that where the donkey came from in the first place?" Louis could not bear the thought of Winslow leaving. Who would look after him as well as he did? What if Winslow got sick again? What if Winslow thought Louis had abandoned him? At night, Louis looked over at Gus's empty bed and thought, first Gus goes, now Winslow. "Don't go, don't go, don't go," Louis whispered into his pillow.
Please stand for the American flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's remain standing for the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.